Hello, everyone. Welcome to CorpNet's first 2024 live of the year. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. My name is Nellie Akalp, CorpNet CEO and founder, and I wanted to welcome everyone who's joining today. We have a lot of great content planned for you today. And once again, Happy New Year. It's really great to be here. It's really great to be alive because every day above the ground is a new day, and I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful for all of our existing partners who are joining our first 2024 live of the year. We have a lot of information to cover, so I want to go ahead and just again reiterate how thankful I am for all of our existing partners. And for those of you new to CorpNet and new to this Facebook Live and the live that's streaming on all of our different platforms. Our mission here at CorpNet is to create a scalable platform for all of you amazing professionals and entrepreneurs who are interested in not only starting and expanding your services in all 50 states, but also helping your clients when it comes to any aspect of the business filing process, whether it be starting a business, incorporating a business, forming an LLC, or expanding a business, or keeping that business in compliance, whether it's merely filing a compliance filing with the state or processing payroll. We can help you with all of that. I'll be covering today a little bit about the partner program and how we can help you if you're not currently a CorpNet partner, and also the latest compliance filing requirement that went into effect on January 1st, 2024. That's a mandatory compliance requirement for all corporations and LLCs and some other entities that's now required by the FinCEN government. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share our screen and we can get this started. Just so you know, I will stay on for Q&A. And as I'm going through this presentation, you can go ahead and post any questions you have in our comment box, and we'll make sure to get those answered for you. And if we don't get to your question, again, we'll have one of our business experts reach out to you and make sure that your answers are questions. So again, I want to welcome those of you who are just joining now. My name is Nellie Akalp. I'm CEO and founder of CorpNet. A little bit about myself. I've been in the legal filing industry since 1997. I've started multiple document filing companies, and right now I lead the team here at CorpNet. Here at CorpNet, our mission is to educate, inspire, and assist entrepreneurs, CPAs, business professionals, legal and financial professionals in business together. And how we do that is by providing you with the most comprehensive, cost-effective services when it comes to starting a business, expanding that business, sales and payroll tax registration services, and also any type of compliance filing that is required to be filed on behalf of your business entity to keep that business entity in compliance, including the new compliance requirement that has gone into effect federally by the FinCEN government, which is effective January 1st, 2024. Now, here at CorpNet, we have a plethora of tools and resources that are at your fingertips. For example, let's say you have a client who is interested in starting a business. You can come and check out our business name search tool and research that name for availability on your client's behalf before they start that business entity. We also have an interactive business structure wizard tool whereby, let's say a client is, on the fence about forming an LLC, whether it should be an LLC or a corporation or an S corporation. we can help you with that. We have a wizard that has been created by attorneys and accountants to, answer to basically ask a series of questions, and based on the answers provided by you or your client, that wizard will guide you through the business selection process, the business entity selection process. In addition to that, let's say you have a client or multiple clients that have that you're managing a plethora of entities on behalf of one client or a series of clients, and you're having a hard time managing the compliance due dates and deadlines. We have a compliance portal that does exactly that for you. We can monitor all of those entities on your behalf and send you proactive alerts as to whether, when and how those compliance filing due dates and deadlines are due, and even assist you in filing it on behalf of your client for you. Again, our CorpNet compliance portal is a free monitoring tool. There is no setup fees. There is no ongoing fees. It's a pay-as-you-go service when it's only if you're wanting us to do the filing for you. As far as monitoring it for you and sending you proactive alerts, there is no charge whatsoever for that. A lot of you may have clients, or you yourself may have a corporation that may need to file annual reports. We can take care of that for you. Let's say you have a corporation, and as we all know, and let me remind you, no matter how small the corporation, you will have to draft annual meeting minutes for that corporation and keep it at the principal place of business. CorpNet can do that for you in any of the 50 states. We can draft them for you, even for prior years. If you don't have annual meeting minutes drafted for prior years. And then we have a plethora of business guides and checklists that, you can not only, attend to, but also share with your clients. We have plenty of marketing materials that, we can even white label for you so that you can put your name and brand and share with your clients. And then we have our CorpNet blog that gets updated at the minimum twice a week. And, you can, read content anywhere and from any aspect of the business startup process all the way to the wind down process and anything in between. For those of you who are on this live and are not a CorpNet partner, but are interested in joining the CorpNet Partner Program, let me talk to you a little bit about that. And for those of you who are already a partner, feel free to post, in the comment section as to, your experience to date about the partner program. But our partner program has been designed to fit every consultant's needs. It's a pay-as-you-go service, and it's a program where it allows you as a professional to start offering our services to your clients. And there's very many different ways you can offer our services to your clients. You can refer to enhance your services. You can resell to attract more clients and increase revenues. You can do a co-branded version of our website, or if you have a lot of volume and a lot of clients, we also offer API opportunities as well. But basically, the CorpNet Partner Program is a tool whereby it allows you as the professional, whether you're an accountant, a CPA, a consultant, a lawyer, to start offering incorporation and compliance services to your clients in all 50 states without doing any of the legwork. We do it all for you. And there's very many different ways you can become a CorpNet partner. It's free to join. There's no setup fees. There's no annual fees. There's no ongoing fees. Again, it's a pay-as-you-go service. So if you're one of those professionals who wants to just have a trusted partner to refer your clients to, you want to become a referral partner. Refer your clients to us, to a trusted resource, having the peace of mind that we're not going to poach your clients. We're not going to be selling them a ton of subscription services or competing services. And you can earn a commission on each sale, or you can pass on the discount to your clients and have the savings passed on to them and waive your commissions. In as being a referral partner, again, your clients are getting personalized services from us without you having to deal with that headache or hassle of being the go-between of, between your clients and us or the state. Alternatively, let's say you don't want your clients to know that such a service like ours exists. You want to make a little bit of extra money and offer it as your own service. Our reseller program allows just that. Become a reseller of CorpNet, offer incorporation, business compliance services as your own service to your clients, and without them knowing that we are doing all of the fulfillment on the back end. With a reseller program, what you're getting from us is wholesale discounted pricing, private white label services. You get to set your own pricing, and you get 24/7 personalized support from one of our dedicated account managers. You get expert knowledge at your fingertips. And guess what? You get to sell our services to your clients at an upcharge. So we sell the service to you at wholesale. You get to mark it up, sell it for whatever you want to your clients, and make, a bit of revenue as an, between what we sell it to you and versus what you are charging to your clients. And you can offer any of our services to your clients. So again, if you have more questions about the partner program, post your questions within the chat box and we'll make sure to answer them. If you're ready to sign up, go to www.corpnet.com and apply at our partners page. So again, let me reiterate this for you. If you're an existing partner of CorpNet and you have questions about your partner account, or would like to get in touch with your account manager at CorpNet, revive your partner account, and have questions about your existing partner account, contact your dedicated account manager at CorpNet. Again, we have plenty of dedicated account managers. If you don't know who your dedicated account manager is, you are more than welcome to email us at info@corpnet.com or even partnersupport@corpnet.com, and we will definitely put you in touch with your dedicated account manager. Alternatively, if you have questions, you can go ahead and contact us at 1-888-449-2638. Or if you're ready and want to place an order and know everything about your partner account, you could just log into your partner portal, start placing orders. And if you're not a CorpNet partner and would like to sign up, have questions, you can either, again, email us, call us, or visit our website and sign up to be a CorpNet partner. And rest assured, one of our onboarding experts within our partner program team will contact you and get in touch with you immediately. Now that we have covered all of the household items, I want to talk to you guys about the new federal requirement that went into effect January 1st, 2024, which is the Beneficial Ownership Information Report that is now a federal mandate for all entities effective January 1st, 2024. This is a new federal reporting requirement for corporations and LLCs. And what it is beginning on January 1st, 2024, many companies in the United States will have to report information about their beneficial owners, Who are the beneficial owners? These are the individuals who ultimately own or control the company. And companies that are required to report are called the reporting companies. Reporting companies may have to obtain information from their beneficial owners and report that information to FinCEN, which is the government bureau that is requiring this mandate effective January 1st, 2024. Now, the question is, who needs to file a beneficial ownership information report? Who are reporting companies? That's really the question we have to determine. Your client, you or your client may be a reporting company and may need to report information about your beneficial owners if the company is a domestic reporting company or a foreign reporting company. What is a domestic reporting company? A domestic reporting company is a corporation, LLC, or any business entity created through filing a registration document with the Secretary of State's office or similar office under the law of the state or an Indian tribe. Similarly, a foreign reporting company has to also file a beneficial ownership information report. What's a foreign reporting company? A foreign reporting company is a corporation, LLC, or other entity formed under the law of a foreign country. So to simplify this, let's say you or your client have a corporation and that corporation is not, only filed in the state of California as their home state, but now is doing business in multiple states such as Maryland, Alaska, New Jersey. In California, that's considered a domestic reporting company. In those other states that California corporation has foreign qualified, that California corporation is now a foreign reporting company in those other states that it has foreign qualified within, being Alaska, Maryland, and New Jersey. Now, what are some additional reporting companies? So LLCs and C corporations, including those with S corporation status, fall under these definitions of, i.e. considered reporting companies that may be required to file a beneficial ownership report. Other entity types formed by filing registration documents with the state may also be considered reporting companies. Examples include limited partnerships, limited liability partnerships, and other types of business trusts. We've gone ahead and basically put up this diagram here for you, which is also on the fincen.gov website, which kind of leads you through the questionnaire as to whether that corporation or LLC is considered a reporting company and whether its beneficial owners are going to be required to file a beneficial ownership information report. Now, what exemptions exist? I get a lot of questions as to, Nellie, is everyone required to file a beneficial ownership information report? And the question becomes, sole proprietorships, and general partnerships are not required to report business ownership information because they're not a registered legal entity. A sole proprietorship, as we know, is one person doing business under their own name or a fictitious business name. Similarly, a general partnership is two or more people doing business under their own name or a fictitious business name. There is no corporate shield with these two types of business entities. The people that are running the sole prop or the individuals running a partnership are considered the business because they're proprietors and they are the business. So there is no corporate shield that around them, i.e. their sole proprietorships and general partnerships are not considered separate legal business entities. However, with respect to corporations and LLCs and those types of entities that I went through that are considered reporting companies, even though they're reporting companies, there is 23 types of entities that are exempt from the beneficial ownership information reporting requirement. These exempt entities include publicly traded companies, nonprofits, and certain large operating companies. So even if a reporting company is a corporation or LLC, if that corporation or LLC falls within one of these 23 types of exemptions, then they're exempt from filing that beneficial ownership information report. Now, keep in mind, the companies that are exempt, these companies are subject to other reporting requirements that provide the government with the information sufficient for the FinCEN government for identifying them as individuals or the owners of that, company, and hence why they're exempt from filing this beneficial ownership report. Now, we've gone ahead and listed the 23 types of entities, even though if they are a corporation or an LLC, that are exempt from filing a beneficial ownership information report. Now, biggest question is, okay, Nellie, you've gone over this new federal requirement with us. When are these reports due? Very, very simple. So for existing companies, okay, if you or your client have an existing corporation or LLC and it is defined as one that was formed before January 1st, 2024, this is an existing company. So any existing company is defined as one that was formed before January 1st, 2024. And if you are a company or your client has a company that falls out of the exemption, i.e. is considered a reporting company and was filed before January 1st, 2024, they must file their beneficial ownership information report after January 1st, 2024. And the deadline is anytime before January 1st, 2025. So any existing company that has been formed prior to January 1st, 2024 has until January 1st, 2025 to file their beneficial ownership information report, meaning that the last day you can file it is December 31st, 2024, because existing companies must file their report after January 1st, 2024 and before January 1st, 2025. Now, what are the penalties for not reporting? A company could face civil penalties of up to $500 per day, each day beyond the report due date, if it fails to provide complete and accurate BOI information. Now, the willful failure or attempt to provide false or fraudulent beneficial ownership information could even result in criminal penalties, including going to prison for up to 2 years and or a fine of up to $10,000. Now, how to file a beneficial ownership information report. One thing that I wanted to cover here is you're probably wondering, well, what if it's a company that was formed after January 1st, 2024? Those are considered new companies, and a new company has 90 days to file their beneficial ownership information report. So existing companies that have been formed prior to January 1st, 2024 have until January 1, 2025 to file their beneficial ownership information report. New companies that have been created and are considered a reporting company, a new company that has been filed on January 1st, 2024 or after January 1st, 2024 is considered a new company. And if that company is considered a reporting company, they have 90 days from the date they have been filed at the Secretary of State's office to file their beneficial ownership information report. Now, keep in mind, you may be wondering, wait a minute, Nellie, I thought it was 30 days. That is correct. Initially, it was 30 days after. However, FinCEN in November of 2023 changed that to it being 90 days from the date of filing when it's a company that has been formed January 1st, 2024 or after, and they have 90 days to file that beneficial ownership information report. You may have a question of what about if I want to file a company on January 1st, 2025? Great question. If it's a company that's going to be filed January 1st, 2025, then you have 30 days from that filing date. But I hope I've kind of hit home run with this. Again, if you have any questions, please post your questions in the comment box. Question becomes how to file a beneficial ownership information report. And guess what? We have really good news for you. We have a service that can help you and file this report on your behalf. But again, if you're considered a reporting company, if you're your client, qualified to be a reporting company, you'll have to report that beneficial ownership information electronically through FinCEN's website at www.fincen.gov/BOI. FinCEN will publish instructions and other technical guidance on how to complete the BOI report via the website. The system will provide the filer with a confirmation receipt once a completed report is filed with FinCEN. Now, let's say you don't want to do this, not only for yourself or on behalf of your client. Guess what? We can do it for you for a minimal service fee. So CorpNet can help manage the BOI reporting for you and your clients in any states, whether it's one entity or multiple entities. You can place your orders now at www.corpnet.com/BOI. Now, again, I want to really, and I know that there's been a lot of information covered here. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to post your questions in the chat and we will go ahead and do our best to answer those for you. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and open this live to questions that you may have that I can go ahead and answer right here for you. So we have a question from Halal G. Thank you for joining us, Halal. Can CPAs file for their clients, and do you know if it's included in the tax software? This is a great question. As far as I know, and to the best of my knowledge, any CPA can file this beneficial ownership information report on behalf of their clients. However, we work with some of the largest firms in the United States, and they are shying away from doing this, and they're having a reputable filing company such as our service even file on behalf of them for their clients in all 50 states. I do not know if it's going to be included in the tax software. So that's a question that I don't know, because it really boils down to what tax software you are, referring to. We're getting another question here from Mary Ann Shepherd. What are the charges for you all to file the beneficial ownership information report? And great question. We can file the beneficial ownership information report for you on behalf of your clients for just simply $99 plus any state or governmental fees, which I don't believe exist, but it's basically $99 per reporting company per report. We have another question that's coming in from Bertha Rojas. Bertha, thank you for joining us today. Do we need the FinCEN ID number before filing? This is a wonderful question. So when you go to the fincen.gov website, there is a FinCEN identifier, and FinCEN identifiers are not required as a prerequisite to filing the beneficial ownership information report with the fincen.gov website. A FinCEN identifier, think of it as basically, you on behalf of your client trying to fast track that beneficial ownership information report. So it's like basically trying to give all the information about who the reporting company is and who the beneficial owners are in advance, so that when you file the beneficial ownership information report, the FinCEN assigns this identifier to the beneficial ownership report that you're filing, and it really fast tracks the information. But again, a FinCEN identifier is not required as a prerequisite before filing the beneficial ownership information report. We have another question coming from Kathy. Kathy, thank you for joining us today. How is FinCEN contacting companies that need to report? From my understanding, we don't know yet, and I don't believe that they even know how, because it's such a new service. But from my understanding, right now, it's really what is being published on the fincen.gov website, and all of the information is there, and they're just basically trying to get people's CPAs, financial advisors, and also filing services such as our company to educate their clients on this reporting requirement. However, as far as a specific type of information relay process, I am not aware of anything like that, and that's something that should be directed to FinCEN. Let's see here. We have a question from Philip Chow. Philip, great to see you here on Facebook Live. What if the beneficial owner is an exempt entity itself? It seems that the FinCEN website would always require an individual name be entered. Great question. Again, the answer to that is that if that entity is exempt and falls under the exemption within the 23 lists of exemptions, then it would not be required to file the beneficial ownership information report. But again, if you're still unclear, your best bet is to contact fincen.gov directly and get that question answered. We have a question here from Deborah. How will you determine who's a beneficial owner? Again, a beneficial owner is someone who is directly involved in getting a benefit from that company. So a beneficial owner, simply stated, is, when we're talking about a corporation or LLC, somebody who directly benefits from that company. So corporation shareholders, LLC members who have an interest within that company typically are considered beneficial owners. However, if you're not sure, we also have a handy dandy kind of cheat sheet that we've created for all of you amazing partners that really guides you to understand who is considered a beneficial owner. And if you'd like that, we can go ahead and get that to you. We can also perhaps post it on the different socials after we end with this live. Let's see here. We have another question from Crystal Kavanaugh, who's an enrolled agent. Crystal, welcome. After the initial filing, if there are updates, is there a charge for CorpNet to file another beneficial ownership report? And the answer to that is yes. For any initial report filing or any updated report, we charge a flat fee of $99 per report. anytime we have to file an initial report or updated report with the finsend.gov website. Let's see here. Do we have any other questions? We have a question from Rachel Ware. How will you gather the information from my client? That's a great question, Rachel. What'll happen is if you or your client submits the order to us, it'll come to us via a private, secure portal. And then once we get that order and that order is submitted, we will, depending on the type of program you have set up, I'm assuming you're a partner with us. If you're not, you should be. If you are, let's say you're a referral partner and you refer your client to go to us, then we would work with your client to get that information. Typically what will happen is the client will, in submitting that order, they'll go through a series of questions that order will ask of them, and that information will come to us. And then we can file the information with the finsend.gov website. If, for example, you are a reseller partner of CorpNet, then you would gather that information from your client initially, and then when you're submitting the order to us, you would provide that information to us. And again, this is something that your dedicated account manager can go over with you should you still have any questions. We have a question from Maria Boynton. How is ownership determined in a community property state? Great question. Again, for purposes of clarification, CorpNet does not provide legal, tax, or financial advice. We're simply a document filing service. And again, this is a question that should be directed to an attorney within your state. What I can tell you is that in a community property state, generally speaking, ownership is based on community property laws, which is anything acquired during the marriage is considered community property and is shared equally by the husband and wife. And that's a little bit of information I know because I used to practice family law about 25 years ago. Let's see here. I have another question by Sihan. If I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, my apologies. How does it work with foreigners owning businesses here in the US? Great question. Again, it really boils down to whether that entity that you're forming within the US qualifies as a reporting company, and if the foreigners that are part of that reporting company are considered beneficial owners within that reporting company. And again, if it's an entity that's formed within the US and it qualifies as a reporting company, then that company must file a beneficial ownership information report. So I think that concludes all of our Q&As here. And again, if you have any other questions, you can feel free to go ahead and post them in the comment box. And we are more than happy to answer those questions for you. I want to go over briefly some of the questions that we have often received, and we've gathered them here for you. One is completing the beneficial ownership information report considered practicing law? And again, if you're representing your clients and simply gathering information from your clients and providing it to the FinCEN, that is not considered the practice of law. You're simply acting as a scribe or a scrivener and taking information from one source and providing it to a different resource. And another question we get is, does one need to file multiple beneficial ownership information for a client who has multiple businesses across the many states? And again, the answer to that is yes. you must file a beneficial ownership information report per reporting company, meaning that any corporation or LLC, no matter where it's filed, if it's considered a reporting company within a state, then you'll need to file a beneficial ownership information report for that reporting company. I want to thank everybody who's logged on to this live today. Thank you for joining. We also want to remind everyone that if you'd like us to cover any specific topics that you haven't heard on any of our CorpNet lives so far, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to cover them for you. Also, if you're not a CorpNet partner and you're listening in on this CorpNet live and would like to become a CorpNet partner, we're here at your service and we would love to service you and your clients. So again, feel free to reach out to us by picking up the phone, dialing 1-888-449-2638, or sending us an email to info@corpnet.com, or you can go to www.corpnet.com/partners and submit a partner application request, and we will get back with you immediately, and we'll get in touch with you and set you up so that you can start selling CorpNet services to your clients and using us as a trusted resource for your clients. I also want to remind everyone that we will be having CorpNet lives throughout this year, and our next live will be on Wednesday, March 6th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with our very own Vice President of Operations, Milton Tercios. He will be here and he will go into a deep dive on S Corporation filings and the S Corporation deadline, which will be coming up on March 15th of this year. Without any further ado, I want to thank all of our amazing partners and everyone who's attended this CorpNet Live. I want to wish you guys a phenomenal 2024 filled with continued health, safety, abundance, peace, and joy. I'm Nellie Akalp, founder and CEO of CorpNet. It's been a pleasure presenting to you today. Thank you.